Exodus chapter 32, verse 10. And now cease from thy prayer, Moses was praying on the mountain, and cry not for them before me. For I will not let my anger burn like strong fire against them and consume them. And I will make thee a great people. Right? So the Most High is saying right now, verse 32 and 10, cease from prayer and cry not for them before me. I don't want to hear it. For I will let my anger, I will let my anger burn like strong fire against them and consume them, and I will make thee a great people. So he's already saying, all right, Moses, I'm going to make you a great people, right? And he's going to consume the idolaters of the people. And now cease from thy prayer, and Moshe was shaken with fear and began to pray before Yahweh his God. And he said, wherefore should thy wrath, O Yahweh, prevail against thy people, whom thou didst bring up from the land of Mitzrayim with great power and with a mighty hand? Why should the Mitzrayim, who are remaining, say, it was for evil that he led them out, to kill them among the mountains of Tabor and Hermon and Syrian and Sinai? So the camp is so large, it's between these four mountains. So it's between Tabor, Hermon, Syrian, and Sinai. And to destroy them from the face of the earth, turn from thy strong anger, and let there be relenting before thee over the evil that thou hast threatened to do unto thy people. Remember Abraham and Isaac and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou didst swear in thy word, and didst say to them, I will multiply your children as the stars of heaven, and in this land of which I have told you will I give to your sons, and they shall inherit it forever. And there was relenting before Yahweh over the evil which he had thought to do unto his people. So the Most High relented. Okay, you've made intercession for them. All right, I'm going to relent. Right? So Moses begins to bring forward the covenants and the promises that Yahweh had made to the forefathers. Right? So now there's a relenting. And Moshe turned and went down from the mount, and the two tables of testimony were in his hands, inscribed on their two sides. And here and there were they inscribed. So it's inscribed. It's on both sides, and here and there, and it's just, this whole thing is covered with writing. Now, there's less words in Hebrew with more meaning to the word, right? Similar, like the concept of English, similar. But Hebrew is one word, it's like a lot, right? So just think all of this tablets and stuff, it's front and back, and that's just 10 words. But the words are actually books, because this word means all of this, and people understood, because when Yah speaks, everybody understands. Period. All right? So, now Moses is coming down from the mountains, and the tables were the work of Yahweh, and the writing was Yahweh's writing, inscribed and manifested upon the tables. Now we're going to 32:17. And Joshua heard the voice of the people exulting with joy before the calf, and said to Moshe, there is the voice of battle in the camp. So he's talking about, when he says the camp, he means the entire camp of Israel, right? Right? All four sides. And he said, it is not the voice, it is not the voice of the strong who are victorious in battle, nor the voice of the weak who are overcome by their adversaries in the fight, but the voice of them who serve with strange service and who make merriment before it that I hear. And it was when Moshe came near the camp and saw the calf and the instruments of music in the hands of the wicked who were dancing and bowing before it, and Satana among them dancing and leaping before the people, the wrath of Moses was suddenly kindled. So Moses now, in seeing the people and what they're doing, and seeing Satan leading them, so now they're following Satan, right? Because they did exactly what the Most High said not to do, and now the adversary Satan is with them, and they're taking the Satanic steps, right? And Moses is furious. Why? Because Moses had been with the Most High. He loves the Most High. He loves his law. So now he is furious at the breaking of the law, right? And he cast the tables from his hand and brake them at the foot of the mountain. The holy writing that was on them, however, flew. So you broke the tables, and the holy writing, remember the holy writing went to the tables, engraved itself, and went inside and turned from side to side. So you have these words spoken, and the words themselves are flying from side to side, right? However, flew, so it broke the tables, the words come off, the word comes out, right? And was carried into the air of heavens, and he cried and said, woe upon the people who heard at Sinai from the mouth of the Holy One, that thou shalt not make to thyself an image or figure or any likeness, and yet at the end of 40 days make a useless molten calf. And he took the calf which they had made and burned it in the fire, and bruised it into powder, and cast it upon the face of the water. So he burnt this thing, right? I mean, he burnt it down. And then he crushed it into a powder and threw it on the water of the stream, and made the sons of Israel drink. And whoever had given thereto any trinket of gold became a sign forth on his nostrils. Man, Moshe was no joke. So he threw it in the stream, and then when they went to drink the water, if you gave something of gold, like you got like a bump or a sign, something came up on your nose. All right. Now I'm going to pick up in verse 32, chapter 32, verse 21 when I come back.